Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Tales Mysterious Origins, the place you'll find my original stories written and read to you by me, Tiger. Today we're diving back into Tales of Quasha Book 1, Hunted, where you'll find our upcoming heroes Leo and Sparks and their group trying to figure out what's been going on with the Lost Dimension, a place filled with negativity, but not so much of what's been going on with them, but what's been happening to them. In the last chapter, we hung out with Huntress, one of the team members, who goes on a hunt every morning. And she also found a young boy being hunted, and ended up leaving the forest alone. So let's dive in and find out what's been going on in Chapter 3. Tales of Quasha, Book 1, Hunted, Chapter 3. The police station. Sparks and Leo walked into the police station and walked up to the receptionist. "Hey there, we're here to see Officer Jenkins," Leo said to the woman. "Please sit down over there. He'll be there shortly," the woman told them. The two brothers walked over and sat down. Then they started talking to each other via telepathic connection. Thanks to Leo's energy abilities, he was able to connect with certain people he was bound his energies to. The only person he never had to bound himself to, though, was Sparks, due to them being brothers, and some thanks to Tsukaku. "Let's hope Jenkins ain't mad about the last night massacre," Leo said in their thoughts. "Nah, he loves us," Sparks mocked. "Dude, aren't you worried?" Leo asked his brother. "Why would I be worried for?" Sparks asked back. "Because we have jackasses in lab coats, and we have a bounty hunter running around. Like, personally hunting down people like us," Leo told him. Not worried, but definitely something we should keep an eye on," Sparks replied. "Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm overthinking this," Leo stated. Then Officer Jenkins walked out and clocked the two boys. He gestured them to follow him, and they stood up and followed the officer down the corridor. Then they walked into one of the station's interrogation rooms. They all sat down, and Officer Jenkins pulled out a pen and wrote on his clipboard. Then he held it up to the boys, and they could see on the paper said the word camera written on it. He then nodded his head towards the camera in the top corner of the room behind him. Sparks nodded, and then he leaned back on his chair, the chair now leaning on its hind legs, and Sparks stretched out his arms pretending to yawn. Then he released a bolt of lightning out of his hands, which struck the wall and travelled up the wall and zapped the camera, short-circuiting it. Then it turned off. Officer Jenkins said, No problem," Sparks grinned. "So, let's get down to business. Last night we got a call from a mansion on the outskirts of town. Turns out someone was opening portals to the Lost Dimensions and offering livestock, or whatever it was, to whatever came out. And then, last night, it went horribly wrong. He died, and your team came in and saved the day," Officer Jenkins told the two brothers. "Yeah, your point being?" Leo asked with a raised eyebrow. "I'd like to know, when you guys do this, I had several units turn up, watching several individuals disappear from sight. If I'm going to help you guys on the law side of things, I'm going to need some more of a heads up than that," Jenkins said with an annoyance to his tone. Both Leo and Sparks sighed, then Leo nodded. "Yeah man, we got you. Sorry," Leo muttered. Officer Jenkins lost his sister to the Lost Dimension creature stealing young girls several years ago. Leo and Sparks found him a few days later after her death with his weapon drawn on the monster. Leo managed to talk him out of it. The path for revenge was a hard one to turn away from. Sparks dealt with the monster. Now, as a thank you and in respect of all the horrors the team had to deal with, he offered to lend a hand, allowing the team to deal with the random portal openings without dealing with the law, managing its way into their saving people affairs. "Sorry," Sparks muttered. "Thank you. Now I've got Huntress's message. Thought maybe we could talk about that too." "A lot of stuff seems to have happened in the last 24 hours, Jenkins suggested. "Sure, what you got?" Leo said to him. Jenkins pulled out a piece of paper from his pocket and folded it. "So the hazmat-suited fellas. Their van has no legitimate license plate. It's completely fake. Never seen it before. Where they went was too far into the jungle for us to track. Now, I have not seen anything on record of a cleaning crew or anything like that. Nothing signed. Then there's this weird kid that Huntress found. He is not on any records. He does not exist according to social services, adoption agencies, birth certificates, nothing," Jenkins told them. Whoa, hang on. Are you saying that the two factors don't exist? That can't be a coincidence, can it?" Leo asked. I don't know yet. I have a contact in the morgue. He's going to let you guys have a look at the body. I'll text you when he has a time slot, Officer Jenkins explained. We will have to bring Rose and Desmond on that one, Sparks stated. Yeah, I gathered you'd say that. I told them that at least Leo would be there, Jenkins told them. Yeah, you can let him go. I got something to do anyway, Sparks replied, tilting his head towards Leo. Okay, well, that being said, if you guys do see these guys again, or that assassin, bounty hunter, whatever he is, you have to let each other know. You know, back and forth communication. I can't have these guys running around my town, but they are a bit more up your street than normal police officers, Jenkins stated. Agreed, Leo said. Sparks rolled his eyes and looked away, then muttered something under his breath. Then he turned his head back to the table. Effing good, bro? Leo asked him. Yeah, someone wants to butt in here, Sparks moaned. Why? Leo asked. He wants to ask Jenkins something, Sparks said. Okay, I don't mind, if it makes it easier, Jenkins replied. You're going to regret that, Sparks grinned. Then his eyes turned bright red and his posture straightened. Hello, Officer Jenkins, Fukaku said, his voice demanding tension. Fukaku, you wanted to speak to me? Jenkins stated. Why would the humans want the corpses of lost creatures? Fukaku asked. I do not know the answer straight away, but I'll do my best to get the answers you seek, Jenkins replied. Thank you. I am concerned, but I'll keep my thoughts to myself. I do not wish to worry anyone, Fukaku muttered. Then Sparks' eyes shifted back to his bright blue, and Sparks shook his head. Sorry, he's rather grouchy, Sparks sighed. Then the three left the room. Officer Jenkins escorted the boys back to the lobby. Then they said their goodbyes. Then the boys walked out of the station and headed back into town. So, you still worried? Sparks thought, knowing his brother could hear his thoughts. Yeah, and I find it weird that you're not, Leo replied in his mind. I like to see the chess match, man. I can't worry about a game I haven't got all the pieces to yet, Sparks replied. And what about Fukaku? What does he think? Leo asked him. I don't know. He's been pretty silent since last night, Sparks replied. Then both brothers walked into an alleyway, made sure that the coast was completely clear. Then Leo teleported both of them out of town and into their house. Rosie was in the kitchen preparing dinner. Hey, baby, Sparks said as he walked up to her, giving her a kiss. So, what did Jenkins say? Rosie replied as she kept on stirring the pot. He wants to keep more communication and has no lock on the hazmat suits and the Huntress's bounty hunter friend, Leo replied. Damn. Well, Desmond is coming back from the pack. He says he's got some news and stuff on school called. We gotta go over there and pick him up, Rosie said with a sigh. And, why did you make it so you guys are his parents again? Twilight grunted as he walked in. He has none and his grandma's like 80-something. Besides, his school is full of fucking nerds, Sparks grunted. Leo chuckled. Then Twilight went to the basement to start target practice. Rosie carried on preparing dinner as Sparks headed for the school. He checked the message left behind by the head teacher. The head teacher said that there was an attack on the school in the morning and all the students should be picked up as soon as possible. Sparks got his keys, gave Rosie another kiss, and then headed for the car. He climbed in and started the engine. He drove off and headed to the school to go get Stealth Gun and to pretend to be a normal guardian and to bring him home to his so-called normal house. And there you have it, our chapter 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this chapter. I'm doing some world building, as you can tell. Again, guys, this is my original story, and all the stories found on this channel are original content, all originally written by me and read to you guys. That being said though, if you want to see some fan fiction, then make sure you check out Tiger Tales, Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, and Tiger Tales Game Over. There you'll find fan fictions and some other stories up there, mixing with OCs and characters that you love, video games, anime, Power Rangers, Marvel, DC, and the lot. If you want to see some crossovers, we do have a brand new Tiger Tales channel called Tiger Tales X, where you'll find my official crossovers storylines over there. Things like Ben 10 and Doctor Who crossing over. That being said, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one.
Don't touch my Pringles.